did we become so distant? Like I'm the one to blame, you're innocent. I tried to make a...
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while since I've uploaded a video. I will leave a little update in the description box, but I do have a makeup tutorial for you guys. And first I started off moisturizing my face with the Origins moisturizer, and then I'm going in with my Maybelline Pro Matte Foundation. I did try to switch it up and try and using the Milani 2-in-1 Perfecting Foundation, but it totally broke me out. So I went back to my Pro Infallible and I'm using a beauty blender. I'm using the Nude beauty blender. I recently picked it up and I don't really know the difference between the hot pink one and the nude one, but I've really been enjoying that one. So here I'm just cleaning up my brows. I did apply a little bit of eye primer and I did fill in my eyebrows. I'm just cleaning them up so they can look nice and sharp, and just so you could see that lifted brow bone. And then I'm gonna go in with my Shade and Light palette. I know you guys have seen me use that before, but I'm just gonna be doing like very like my go-to makeup look. Like this is what I always go for. It's like that warm ready brown. And here I'm just going in with a light shade and I'm highlighting my brow bone, and I'm using a BH Cosmetics brush. I found the eye brushes at, I think it was TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and I think they're like $12.99, and I have really been enjoying those. They work really good and they were really inexpensive. Now I'm taking my transition color into that warm orangey color, and I'm using my Morphe M513 and I'm just applying that in my crease. I'm not doing anything too precise right now. I really just want everything to be nice and blown out. Very blended. Is going to be a lot of blending in this eye look, so I'm just applying that in my crease. And then I'm taking a dupe for like a MAC 217 brush. I can't find my MAC 217 brush anywhere, so I'm using the closest thing I have to it. I think this one is from like Coastal Scents and it doesn't have a name on it, but it's really similar to a MAC 217 brush. So I'm just taking that deeper red shade and I'm placing it in my crease, but now I'm placing it a little bit lower. And this one, with this shade, I'm being a little bit more precise on where I'm putting it in my crease. I don't want it to go up so far, so that's why I'm being a little bit more precise. And then I'm just going back in with my Morphe M513 and I'm blending that out. And I kind of go back and forth in trying to build up the intensity of that red shade. Now I'm going in and taking that deeper brown, and now I'm applying it more in my outer V. Not so high up. I really just wanted to smoke this out. Didn't want to use black because I feel like black is like really hard to blend out. So I'm just going back and forth trying to blend that into the red shade, and just so it can look really blended and just very seamless. And then I'm going back and taking the Makeup Forever eyeshadow in M738. This is my favorite eyeshadow. It's super warm and just very pigmented and very easy to blend out. And I'm just applying that in my crease because I did want to add a little bit more warmth in there. And then I'm going back in and just adding more of that darker brown And for my lid, I wanted something just matte and just very simple. I just wanted it to like open up my eye. I didn't want anything too shimmery because sometimes it transfers up into my crease, so I just kept it nice and matte. And for lashes, I'm taking the Koko lashes in Demi G. These are really similar to the Goddess lashes, but they're a little bit more dramatic. They're a little bit thicker, but they're very, very similar. So if you want your makeup to look extra poppin' on some Instagram selfies, these lashes are gonna give it to you. And for concealer, I'm taking the Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer, and this one is an R22. I feel like this concealer is a little bit too thick. That's why I don't like to apply so much. Even when I do apply like the tiniest bit, I feel like I go overboard. And it's a little bit dry, so I do have to mix it with another concealer. But I do think it's great as far as like pigmentation and like covering dark circles. So I'm just blending that out with my beauty blender. And then here I'm just applying a little bit of the Fit Me concealer in Fair. And I feel like this concealer is definitely way more moisturizing and way more easier to blend. So I just like placing that on top and just makes me look extra highlighted when I'm doing this kind of dramatic look. Well, it's dramatic for me. And then to contour, I'm going to be using my Kat Von D contour palette. You guys, like I'm all gone of like 3 shades. Like I seriously need a new one, but I just ordered the new Kat Von D loose translucent powder, so I'm super excited to try that out. Let me know if you guys want to see like a review, like comparison, like Laura Mercier versus the Kat Von D, because I definitely want to do a video kind of comparing those two. But here I'm just bronzing my face up, not so much contouring, very rough, not so harsh I should say. And then I'm taking my MAC Peaches. I finally hit pan on that blush. Like I seriously use it every day. You can't see that I hit pan on it that day, but after I definitely hit pan on it. And I'm just using my MAC 109 brush. And then to set my under eye, I'm using the Laura Mercier powder. This one is the translucent one, and I'm taking my damp beauty blender and just placing that under my eyes. I didn't apply too much where I was necessarily baking, and I just really like this powder. I feel like it really blurs out like your fine lines. And that day, what did I do? Oh no, I wore it to the Bryson Tiller concert, and when I came home my under eyes were looking real good. And then here I'm just highlighting with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kits. I think I took Bubbly and Sunburst. I totally forgot to include a shot of the colors. I did go back and apply a little bit of powder onto my beauty blender just to clean up my contour. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit, just so I could tell a difference. I'm going in with a smudging brush and just applying the shades that we applied in our crease to our lower lash line just to balance out those lashes. And then I do go in and take a nude eyeliner and just apply that in my waterline. And then for my lips, I'm taking the NYX lip liner in coffee, and I'm just lining my lips. I'm not so much overdrawing them. I'm kind of just lining my natural lip line. And then for lipstick, I'm using the Ofra liquid lipstick in Aries. This one is the collab with Manny MUA, and it's just a really pretty peachy nude. I did want to apply a lip gloss on top, so I'm taking the Marc Jacobs Sugar Lip Lacquer, and this one you guys have seen before. It's my all-time favorite lip gloss. And that is it for my makeup tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!